Peace, 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 and welcome to Love Sirya Divine Channel. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on the reading and tuning in. And if you are returning, thank you for your support again. I know I've been gone for a few days. There's been a lot of changes that I have been implementing and working on. I just finished celebrating my birthday. Shout out to my fellow Capricorns. But we are in Aquarius season now, and I just wanted to, reintroduce my energy to the YouTube channel to help guide as many people as I can during this time. See if I can provide some divine guidance. Just so you know, as I always say, the messages that I share on my channel are essentially knockbacks from the universe to you from things that they've already been communicating with you, sharing with you. I'm just here to articulate it in a different way. Okay. So if it resonates, you will know. If it does not, okay, do not force it. Just simply let it go. I am going to do something a bit different than what I usually do on my readings. It's going to be a bigger spread, and I'm going to look at past energy, present energy, and future energy, just to see what it is that Spirit wants to share with the Divine Collective in regards to your past, your present, and your future. Okay. You'll definitely know if this reading resonates with you with that information. Because it's going to be a little bit more detailed, a little bit more thorough. All right. So we are going to get started here to see what our first cards are. So first we have the Three of Pentacles coming out. Okay. We have the Hermit. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Five of Cups. Okay. For present, we have the Six of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Empress, and the Emperor. Okay. For future, we have the Strength, the Death card, the Nine of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. Okay. So with the bottom of the deck being the Eight of Cups, okay, this is something that you've walked away from so that you can head towards things, situations, and people that were more aligned with you, who were better for you, okay, who were able to pour more into you and you were able to pour more into yourself, okay. You followed your intuition with whatever this is that you left, whoever this is that you left, okay. You trusted your intuition, you trusted divine guidance, divine wisdom, okay, and you made it happen. You set appropriate boundaries here with this Nine of Wands. You set appropriate boundaries and you continued to stand your ground, okay, to go towards people, places, and things that were good for you, okay. And you set boundaries with people, places, and things that you felt were taken from you, that you felt were bad, that you were battling with, okay. Yeah, with this Magician card, you decided to use all of the tools at your disposal, decided to tap into your willpower, to understand that the power lies in your hands to manifest and create the life that you want, okay. And you are definitely being divinely guided right now to leave something or someone, okay, and to set appropriate boundaries. But let's see, what else do we have here? So in the past position, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Knight of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Okay, a lot of you all were in isolation, collaborating with someone. not only were you in collaboration with someone, you were locked in with this person, is what I'm seeing. You were locked in with this person. Y'all were collaborating, y'all were working together, building towards something, following your inner guidance, your inner truth, the inner light. Okay. And you all were very ambitious with this Knight of Wands, but this ambition was a bit more impulsive. Okay. It wasn't very calculated. It was very go, go, go energy, hustle energy. Okay. And you lost something or someone. There were some things that you lost, some things that you had to give up, some things that you had to sacrifice. You had to change your perspective on what it is that you were doing, what it is that you were working towards. What I'm hearing is that this thing that you all were working towards, this can be a coworker, this can be a family member, this can be a lover, okay? Whoever it was that you were in partnership with, that you were collaborating with, okay? The things that y'all were working on, the things that y'all were bringing together was not fruitful. It was not um, reciprocal. Okay, the energy that you was giving towards this collaboration, the energy that you was giving towards this group effort, this group project, okay, was not fulfilling. It was not fruitful. It was not pouring back into, like, you weren't getting a return on your investment, is what I was trying to say. You were not getting a return on your investment. Okay. So you basically shifted gears. You shifted perspectives, and you decided to walk away from it, essentially. Okay. With this Eight of Cups, you decided to follow your discernment. You decided to follow your intuition and just leave it alone. Okay. To focus on more balance, to focus on more harmony, to focus on reciprocity, pouring into people, places, and things that equally pour into you. Okay. You did feel a bit of grief. You did feel a little bit of loneliness. You might have been a little afraid to make this decision. Okay. You did feel some sorrow, some loss, but that didn't keep you from keeping the bigger vision, keeping the bigger goal in mind. Okay. In this current energy, you found that balance. Okay, we have the Empress and the Emperor here. These are divine counterparts. So you found the balance within yourself to be able to tap into that frequency of abundance, of love, of beauty, of gratitude, of creation. And you have built a solid foundation for yourself. You are standing on solid ground where you're at peace right now, and you're reconciling with your childhood comfort, your childhood memories. So for some of you all, you've built a foundation, you've built a home, you've built this type of infrastructure that is not only fulfilling to your inner child, but it's also fulfilling to you as well. For some of you all, you are parents here with this Empress and the Emperor, and the Six of Cups is giving children, where you were able to lay to rest your worries, okay, where you were able to place your faith into to God, the most high of all, where you were able to finally be at rest. Okay. I'm seeing like a deep breath, like you're confident in yourself. You are strong in your mind. You are strong in your heart. You are strong in your ability to be able to provide everything that you need to provide for yourself, for your family, your children, whoever it may be. Okay. Also, what I'm seeing here is a reconciliation with your divine counterpart. Okay. It's like you kind of stop pouring into this relationship. This is probably what you walked away from. Okay. This is probably who you were partnering with, but you kind of became at ease with the situation. You laid it to rest. You no longer fought against it. Okay. You no longer continue to put up the battles. You set appropriate boundaries. You listen to your discernment, and you walked away from this person. But what I'm seeing here is, with both of these energies, the Empress and the Emperor being here, is that you both are mirroring each other. You both are focusing on your responsibilities. You're focusing on your foundation. You're focusing on your security, your stability. You're focusing on your finances. You're just focusing on pouring back into yourself, becoming whole within yourself, and honoring yourself, so that you can cultivate more peace. Okay, so that you can cultivate more peace, more harmony, more unison, and that's the energy it's giving. The Six of Cups do also talk about reconciliation, but I'm not really seeing reconciliation right now. Like if you all are in communication with your divine counterpart, it's very minimum. It's not very pushy. It's not very forth-giving. It's very minimum energy. It's like you're keeping the peace, you're very calm, you're very cool, you're very collected, but you're still harboring feelings for each other. You all are both reminiscing about each other. But if this isn't about a counterpart, okay, and this is just simply about you, it's just letting it be known that you are reconciling with the divine feminine, masculine within you, and you're coming into balance. You're at peace with yourself. It's like you know who you are now. Um, as far as the future energy, in the future, I am seeing some guidance that you are going to need to be strong, be brave, be courageous, because there is a major transformation that is happening. There are some changes that are going to change your whole life, but for the better, okay? Because we have the Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune here. So, whatever changes that is happening in the future is destined to happen. It's destined to happen. It's happening by fate. It's clearing up a lot of karma, and it's rewarding you with everything that you ever wanted. All of your wishes are coming into fruition, where you're going to be able to indulge in everything that you wanted, everything that you needed. You will not have to want or need for anything, okay? But you all are definitely are about to embark on a major transformation, a major shift where the wheels are turning in your favor, okay? But there is something that you're going to have to bring an end to so that a whole new beginning can come forth, which you're kind of being called to be strong and courageous in the ability to end whatever it is that needs to end so that you can receive everything it is that you need to receive, okay? So let's get a little bit more information here. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. Can you give us some more information on this past energy? Thank you. We have satisfaction coming out. Okay. This satisfaction coming out with this past energy is just kind of giving that you all felt that whatever it was that you were building, whatever it is you were working towards, who you were collaborating with, the return on your investment was just a little too slow for you. It wasn't satisfying for you. It wasn't pouring into you the way that you needed to pour into you. And you were kind of feeling intuitively that it wasn't fulfilling for you. It was like, I feel like I shouldn't be here right now. Like, I feel like I am fighting a losing battle here. It's just, you felt like it was just moving too slow for you. Even though Rome wasn't built in a day, it's like you felt as if you were putting all of your energy, all of your efforts into whatever this situation was, whatever this collaboration was, and you weren't seeing a return in your investment. It was like you were showing up, you were participating, you were also dealing with some shadow work here with this Hermit card. And it was just the things that were being required from you was not, it's just like it wasn't a congruent energy. It's like that's what it was. For some of you all, it was that this return on your investment was moving too slow, like you weren't seeing instant gratification. For others of you all, you were being called to move too quickly. You were being called to make decisions too impulsively, and you were in a time where you were needed to take slow, to be slow, to take things slowly, to really be calculated, to really have patience, to really take your time, to really feel into what it is that you needed to feel into, which is why you all shifted your perspective towards people, places, and things, including yourself, to bring more balance, to bring more harmony into your life. And you were called to let go of whatever it is that you were building with this person, with this thing, with this job, whatever that is. Okay. That's the reason why you walked away. That's the reason why you had to let go of whatever this situation was, because it was just, things were just moving too fast. You didn't have time to really think. You didn't really have time to really process. So that's why you were called to go into isolation with this hermit mode and to walk away, shift your perspective, and just drop things that were not equally pouring into you. Okay. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What other messages can I get with this future energy? Thank you. We have preparation. Yeah, you all have done a lot of work, a lot of preparing. Right now, you all are currently in preparation mode where you are preparing for this abundance that you are bringing in. A lot of you all may also be preparing for you to come into union to reconcile with your divine counterpart. But it's like that's not your focus. Your focus is making sure that you are honoring your process, honoring your needs, honoring your wants, and you're moving at your own pace. You're honoring your responsibilities. Okay, for some of you all, like I said, this is children. You're making sure that you are prioritizing um, your life, your wellness, your happiness, everything that you need and want. Is like you are operating and elevating in this frequency that matches this Empress and Emperor energy. Like you are strong, you are in control of yourself, you are in abundance, you are nurturing, you are disciplined. Like this energy that you are in is preparing you for whatever this transformation is coming up. It's like I feel like a lot of you all feel things shifting, you feel things moving, and you're preparing yourself, making sure that you have all of your ducks in a row, making sure that you are vibrating a particular frequency so that you can be able to receive and move into this new kingdom, this new empire that you are building for yourself. Okay. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What is this future energy? Any other messages for this future energy? Can you give us any more? Thank you. We have creative ingenuity. Yeah, you all are creating a whole new life. In the future, your world is going to be completely different. Things are changing so drastically that it's going to be completely different. And we have luck at the bottom of the deck here. So yeah, you all are stepping into a lot of luck, a lot of fortune, a lot of um, abundance that you are co-creating. You are tapping into the energy of manifestation, tapping into the energy of creation, realizing that the power lies within you to create the world that you deserve. Okay, brick by brick, step by step, which is why in this present energy you are preparing. Okay, you are preparing to lay the bricks down. You're preparing to create this empire. You are preparing to provide a reality, create a reality of abundance, okay, of love, prosperity, beauty, um, royalty, structure, being in control of your life. Like things that you can control, you're controlling. The things that you can't, you're letting it flow. Like you're literally operating in this balance. And that is what is preparing you to live a fruitful life, to live an abundant life, to live a life that's going to be everything that you've imagined plus more. Pure bliss. Okay. You're going to be so happy, so grateful, so lucky to be in this position. Okay. But there are things that are ending in your life that you have to let go of for you to be able to move forward and receive this abundance. It's destined, it's fated for it to happen. Okay. You may feel a little bit of sad, you may feel a little bit of sorrow, you may be in this energy of grief of what it is that you have to let go of, what it is that you have to walk away from. But follow your intuition, follow your discernment, set those boundaries, make those choices because what's coming in for you is so abundantly like amazing. It is like you're literally creating a whole new life step by step, brick by brick, and you're being very intricate and intentional with it. So just as you are intentionally creating this new life, you have to intentionally let go of this past life, this past energy. Okay. Let's get some more guidance here. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What other guidance do you have for the Divine Collective? Thank you. We have the mask coming out in the unseen. Okay. So, yeah, you all are shifting perspectives. You are shifting gears. You are shifting realities. You are shifting who you are. Okay, coming into balance with who you are. And with this unseen, this is just the divine guidance that your ancestors, your spiritual team are watching you and guiding you on this journey, on this new path. Okay, you all are stepping into a whole new timeline, a whole new path, where you are definitely being called to prepare for, to make sure that you are processing the people, places, and things that are currently in your life right now, making sure that they are equally pouring into you. It's like you learned that lesson. You've gained that discernment to know when people are only around for your energy versus around to help you build a solid foundation, to help you build a solid life. Okay. But we are going to read the mask to see exactly what Spirit wants to share. Okay, the mask is a tool on page 187. And it says the persona, the performance, the reveal. When light, it says reveals what has been suppressed. When dark, it says further conceals what is rejected. We often think of a mask as something that conceals our identity, yet contemplate the possibility that the mask permits our true identity to be revealed. It allows. The mask gives voice to that which was previously rejected. When this card appears, enact the side of you that is seeking expression, yet was never given a role to play on the stage of your life. You are in the realm of theater, so anything is possible. Speak with the other's voice, embody the other's limbs. You are taking part in the ritual of expanding the self. There may be mischief and deception around, and others may be trying on new masks too. No one is sure who is who. It's likely you've become so attached to a single mask that you need to fall face forward into this perception bending time. Trust it. Yeah, your perception is changing. Your world is changing. You're having to really take inventory of who is around you, who is really supporting you. Um, and people masks will change. People will try to present themselves as one way, present themselves as your equal counterpart. Okay. But you have to have discernment to really feel into, take it slow with this satisfaction, take it slow, honor the process, really feel into what it is that you are receiving, what it is that you are experiencing, and make sure that it is in alignment with who you are, that it matches your frequency, that it matches your energy, it matches your efforts. Okay? Because you are moving into a whole new timeline, a whole new reality that is going to be abundant, and you can't share this abundance with everybody. Okay? Because when you're rewarded with abundance, it's always best to give back. Okay? But you want to make sure that you're giving back to people, places, and things that are deserving. Okay? With the unseen, we have the spirit, the ancestor, the eternal. Okay, when light, it says clairvoyant guidance, whispers of wisdom. When dark, it says dark looming energy, unwillingness to forgive. So the unseen is just as it sounds. We cannot see it, yet it sees us, watching and waiting with wisdom, both kind and instructive. We feel this presence, sense it, intuit, and then doubt its existence, though it rallies our attention time and time again. The energy of the unseen may come in many forms: a compelling dream, a sudden insight, a clear voice, a vision, or a message from a loved one who has passed to the other side. It is natural to fear these communications as they challenge our perception of what is real. When this card appears, your guides are near. The eternal is present. The doorway between worlds is ajar. Listen, the sounds may seem as though they come from a distant land, but they call from your innermost chambers. Okay. So this is just confirming the message that I saw here, where you all are being divinely guided to move away from people, places, and things that do not serve you, so you can head towards people, places, and things that are for your highest good. Okay. To set those appropriate boundaries, okay, against people who may be coming in trying to present themselves a certain way, who may be putting on a mask just to come into your light, come into your life, okay, to steal your light, so to speak, right? Make sure that you are manifesting the life that you actually want, that you are operating in willpower, that you are co-creating with the Most High to ensure that what it is that you are calling in is for your highest good, okay? Yeah, with this Knight of Swords, be strategic, be intelligent, be calculated with your movements, okay? But I'm gonna leave it here. Wonderful energy. I do like the setup of this reading. This is probably how I will do my readings from now on. But if you haven't already, please like the video. It does help the channel. Subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. I would love to have you. I do post readings pretty frequently, 2 to 3, maybe 4 times a week. Okay, so we'll always be here giving messages. And leave a comment below. Let your girl know if this resonated. I would love to know if I'm really tapping into the collective's frequency. Other than that, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you light. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Peace.